Shout out to whoever suggested Matthews Southern Comfort Woodstock 1970. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Not share, but like and subscribe. Let's go.
I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road. When I asked him, where are you going? This he told me. I'm going down to Yasgur's farm. Think I'll join a rock and roll band. I'll camp out on the land. I'll try and set my soul free.
Going on a journey.
We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
It's nice.
Well then, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel just like a cog in something turning. Well, maybe it's the time of year, or maybe it's the time of man, and I don't know who I am, but life's for learning.
I like the lyrics.
We are stardust,
Super dope.
we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
I don't know what he means by get himself back to the garden. That's what he's saying, right?
By the time I got to Woodstock, they were 500,000 strong. Everywhere there were songs and celebration, and I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
What's that instrument called? It's like a guitar, but laying down. I'm sure that's not what it's called, the laying down guitar. Or maybe it is. It has a nice swaying vibe, but it's cool.
We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
Southern Comfort Woodstock. Matthews band. Isn't there another band, Dave Matthews? I don't think that's the same. That's like, very long time ago. This was cool. I forgot who suggested it. Sorry about that, but I appreciate it. They look clearly they're very young. This seems like the type of song a young artist would write. Like, you know, clearly they're finding themselves. They're lost. They, you know what I'm saying? They don't know their place. If I'm you know, understanding what they're saying correctly. It sounds like a young person's song. You know, they're on a journey. You know, when you get a little older, it sounds like they're in their late teens, early 20s. You know, that's the vibe of the lyrics to me. If I'm understanding them correctly. You know, because once you get 30 years old, you experience life, your lyrics become a little more harder, a little more, you've seen a couple things, so now you have opinions rather than, oh, what's going on out here? Where am I? What's going on? Where am I going to end up at? Who am I? And, you know, that type of stuff. 40 years old, you already know. You're like damn near hard as a rock. You're walking around this world like, what? What else could I possibly see? And then the aliens show up. You're like, oh, okay. But this was dope. I like it. Let me check out some of the comments real quick. If somebody wrote, if you remember this song, you are not old. You are high quality vintage. I like that. I am 70 years old now. I was almost 18 years old back then. I surely miss those days. Great music, great time to live in the 60s and 70s with the tremendous songs then. Never will there be another time like that. Fantastic song here. David Trail said that 2 months ago. David Trail's not wrong. There will never be that's I'm a hip hop person. Hip hop to me is getting worse. Not worse, it's different. Musically, it's losing its soul, in my opinion, because what older hip hop did was sample old bands like this and old 70s and 60s. Just, you know what I'm saying? They sampled bands, like really talented musicians. And now there's not, that I'm aware of, there aren't any really artists, musicians, like other genres than hip hop, making music. How do I say this? I think you know what I'm saying. Like, there's no more George Clinton, you know what I'm saying? There's no more Funkadelic or whatever. There's no more Matthews or whatever. If there are, nobody's really checking it like that. I'm pretty sure I'm not making sense, but I know what I want to say. What I want to say is all the good and great bands, all those Earth, Wind, and Fires or whatever, Isley Brothers and Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all those bands and stuff, they're not, I don't know, they have to exist. No, they can't, because nobody's talking about it that I'm aware of, because even if you're not a part of that genre of music, their music was so great that everybody heard about Pink Floyd, everybody heard about The Doors, everybody heard about Chicago, but I'm sure I'm not naming, you know, Pantera. I'm not a heavy metal person by far, but I remember the pictures and the album covers and the names. They rang bells, all these, and I don't see the music like this now. I might have to edit this because I don't think I'm making sense. Anyway, the song was super dope. Thank you for the suggestion, and let's keep it moving.
We are